Today's match is brought to you by Jolt Creativity, Destroy the Lie, and by Ally Marketing. Let's be friends.
Welcome to Lansing City Arena, Day 2 of the Futsal Champions Series National Showcase. We got a pair of semifinals for you, and then the final at the end of the night. That'll be starting right around 7 p.m. But first, it is Ole Futsal taking on Chicago House in the first semifinal. Chicago House got second in their group after splitting their division 1-1, coming away with 3 points, while Ole had handle victories both times out yesterday, a full 6 points, and they're looking to get back to the showcase final. Later on today, Lansing City will take on Aurora Eagles in the second semifinal match, so make sure you stick around for that. That one's going live right about 5:30. It is going to be the shortened games for the semifinals, and then the final at 7 p.m. will be a full-length game. We're going to keep it right here. Kickoff is just around the corner, so don't go anywhere.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Welcome, everyone, to Lansing, Michigan Futsal Champions Series National Showcase. Semifinal number 1 just about ready to kick off. Chicago House will be taking on Ole Futsal. In the first semifinal here will be shortened games during the semis and a full-length match for the final at 7 p.m. Chicago House coming out of their group in second place. They had a win over Capital in the first match of the day yesterday. And then facing off against the Aurora Eagles. That one, a 5-5 draw right to penalties. They lost it 5-3. So they will face these guys right here, Ole in their black uniforms. They are looking to get back to the showcase final once again as they continue their dominance in the FCS. Coach Ramon Hernandez of Chicago House, again with a thin squad. One man on the bench, outside of him, of course. While on the other hand, Ole have brought their entire squad once again, it seems. Yesterday they were running 3 full lines, as we've been accustomed to seeing them. Thanks for tuning in to the broadcast today. 2 semifinals and a final for the 2026 National Showcase. And we are ready to go. Ole starting off with it. If you're new to the shortened format of games, it is a 22-minute running clock for each half. No timeouts for either team. Yesterday, Ole had a very good outing. They won both of their matches quite handily. First one was against Lansing by a score of 6-2, and the second one against Inter Detroit, I believe that one ended up 7-0. And they have yet to lose in all FCS play as well, including the regular season. One draw to their name, their very first match when joining the FCS back in late 2024. They got a chance here. Escareno keeping them out. He's going to need a very, very solid match, probably beyond solid, against the likes of Ole today. Quite the tall task regardless, and with a total of 6 players rostered for this match, Chicago House are going to need everything to go 44 straight minutes against the defending champs. Ole, oh, Mose Crawford was going to miss wide there, but an own goal coming from Jaden Jamie puts Ole up by 1. Unfortunate start for Chicago House. See, Mose Crawford had the space in there and it was going well wide before being deflected by the defender, unfortunately. Jamie goes down as Escareno has a block and collects it. Jaden Jamie, unfortunately, hitting that one into his own net, but he's one of the new names for Chicago House that we've seen in this showcase, and he has performed well, along with his other teammates. Might expect to see the numbers out of Rafael Hernandez, and we did. He has a chance at the Golden Boot in this tourney, currently 1 behind the leader. 5 goals so far for him. Ole get once again set into their half-court offense, but now a transition. Chicago could get it right back. They're going to need to convert their chances like this as Montez does just enough to keep them out. I think the key for Chicago House today is excellent defending. They're probably going to be taking a similar approach as Lansing did yesterday, dropping in, picking up right around the half line, taking the punches that Ole throws their way, and trying to defend. And in moments like this where they have numbers, they're going to need a finish. And they do this time around. This man has 2 goals to his name, though one of them he hates. The other one he likes is this one. Found the back post, about the only spot you could put it. I think Montez might have got a finger on it as well. So 1-1 already here. Ole the other way. Too quickly if you're Chicago House. And for Ole, just the right time. Beto Espinal participating with Ole this weekend. Used to seeing him in a Lansing City jersey. This time in the Ole black in the right spot. And he finds the back of the net, so that quick momentum for Chicago. Given right back, taken back by Ole. For For Olay, I think the keys for them really haven't changed from what we are accustomed to seeing. They have a lot of talent. They're very deep. Level of play does not drop. They're able to keep legs fresh. They just need to play how they can play and not have silly mistakes. I think if you do that, you're going to make it back to the final once again. Scarano goes early. Chicago House quickly into the attacking half. Shot from distance is blocked. Follow-up ends up in a corner kick for Chicago. Marroquin will take it. Blasting it into the middle. And after deflection, it'll be up near half. Rafael Hernandez now with it. He'll leave it for Escareno. Joining him on the floor, Aiden Montez, Felipe Marroquin, and Jaden Jamie. Hernandez tried a long one, blocked at his foot. Olay take over possession. Olay back to their starting four. After just under 8 minutes gone. Keeping their shift length just a little over 2 minutes. In real time, of course, as the clock is running all the time in these shortened format games. Olay threading here inside the arc. Cesar Alayo was waiting, but Rafa kept him out. Mose Crawford looking for the back post. Won't go for him. Marcos Real now finds Jair. Now captain Cesar Alayo checks back in. Crawford going to the corner. Marcos looking to get right back to him. Escareno is able to scoop that one up. As we mentioned before, he's going to need a big day, and he's already accumulated a very decent amount of saves in the tournament so far. 32 across the first couple of matches. Chicago were in one of the most exciting matches. The shot here from Alayo is saved by Escareno. One of the most exciting matches of the day yesterday. 5-5 draw that went to PKs with the Aurora Eagles. If you missed that one, definitely check it out. Third game of the day, I believe. This one finds its way all the way back to Andres Montez in goal. No Frankie Mendoza for Olay today. He is currently injured. Had to get surgery on his foot just a couple of weeks ago. We'll have some time off and hopefully be ready to go by the time November rolls around. High pressure here for Chicago, possibly creating an opportunity. Shot goes wide for Aiden Montez. Another new name for Chicago House this weekend. He was the one pressuring here, and not a bad look by any means there. Things looking good in that regard for Chicago. They've already been able to generate a few counterattack opportunities. This one from J.R. Real is off the mark, and Ole in the middle of a line change here. Great work with the ball here from Jaden Jamie. Getting himself into a dangerous position. Ole able to kick it out. Not before a kick-in is won well into the attacking half. Nice ID there, just a little bit behind Jamie. Number 5, Jaden Jamie, has been one of those players that has caught my eye as far as being a new face and seeing his impact on the floor. Definitely keep your eye on him, number 5. He does have the most goals out of any player. Today, if you missed the early goings, he had an own goal, but then scored it right back for Chicago. I think this is another really good idea for Chicago House. Escareno looking to distribute high up the floor. I think that's going to be another really good idea for them. Try to break the pressure early. Don't want to be spending too much time trying to break that press from Oleas. Josue Chavez found himself in a really good position there. Under 10 minutes to go now. First half, semifinal number 1 here in the showcase. Second semifinal will be coming up at 5:30. Lansing City taking on Aurora Eagles. Facing the winner of this match. The final at 7 later today. Here's Martinez. Now, Isaiah Meyer with the shot, blocked by Hernandez, so an Ole corner. It'll go short. Martinez can't get it inside. Rafa chooses just to clear that one out and relieve some pressure. And Diaz right there for Ole. Scored a couple of goals yesterday. Continues his reliability, being either at the back post or just following up to clean up shots. Deflections off the keeper. He has absolutely been the guy for that. Now essentially a corner here for Chicago. Trying to find space down the sideline. Can he keep it in? He does. Bringing it across, no, but will earn himself a corner. Goes very quickly. Hernandez waiting for it on the right. Chavez will go his direction. Ole stepping up in pressure. Danny Diaz wins it. Tried to leave it for Martinez. Connection unsuccessful. Breakaway here. Defended well, but can't keep it in bounds, so Chicago House with an opportunity deep in the attacking half. I think if you're Chicago House right now, I think you are pleased with how this half has turned out so far. You're down 1 goal, and you did give up an own goal, which obviously you don't like, but that's the only difference right now in the match. And you've created some good transition chances, and you've defended well. I think, on the other hand, if you're Ole, I think you probably feel like you should be putting up a few more goals as Martinez is a shot that hits the side net on the outside, particularly with the only one person on the bench for Chicago House, but I think that will be something we will see the impact of as the game goes on. Leon now into the middle. Finds Beto Espinal, right back to him. Try on goal is blocked. Off the corner, Saldanas. Espinal inside, it came across cleanly. No touch from either player, either team I should say. Coming all the way across the face of goal. Olay in another high press. Escareno coming to the rescue here. Hernandez looking for a long diagonal, trying to connect with Josue Chavez. It's a little bit too long for him. 5 minutes to go now in the first. Knows Crawford across half. Saldanas has a go, near post. Escareno meets it. Chicago trying to get it forward. Not there. Crawford taking over. 3v3. Has a go. Blocked right at his foot. Fabian Rodriguez already getting his board ready for halftime, or perhaps to give some instruction on the bench. This one gets through cleanly. Beto Espinal, open net. You can count it for number 88, Beto Espinal. And the lead is 2. Space really done well, opened up by Saldanas. You see as he received the ball there and went backwards, opening up that channel for Beto Espinal. And goalkeeper Escareno already moving over that direction, so Espinal pretty much had a wide open net there. Those are the kinds of goals that Olay are able to create with the talent on their team. It's one of the reasons why it makes it so difficult to compete with them, because the kinds of goals they're scoring, you know, probably at least 50% are similar in nature. And now here's a transition opportunity. Olay the other way. Montez and Crawford in the corner. Stays with Olay. Under 3 to go in the first. Two v two after the skill from Jamie. Marroquin doesn't get a lot behind it. Montez with just the deflection, keeping his team under pressure as Jaden Jamie fights for this one in the corner. Marcos Real thought he got fouled, no whistle. So what will essentially be a corner here for Chicago House. Corner, a try from long range. Aiden Montez will get blocked right at the point of attack. Puts it back into play. Now Montez taking on Espinal, gets by him, 3v2. Trying to take it himself, bumped off the ball. Jamie collected it, but a giveaway. No numbers for Ole. And we'll have an accumulated foul going against Ole. Just over a minute to go now. Could be what will happen in this next 70 seconds or so. It could be a big swing of momentum for either team going into the locker room, or it could be mostly neutral. These two teams competing for a spot in that final tonight at 7. Ole threatening the top of the arc. Cesar Alayo's shot is blocked by his defender. Oh, Alayo right in front of net, and he finishes it before halftime. Dangerous area to squeeze into. No one home for Chicago House. And the lead now is 3. Will it be 4? No, says Escarino. Perhaps one more attacking chance. 5 seconds. Looks like Ole is content to ride this one out, as the first half has come to a close. 4-1 advantage. The defending showcase champs, Ole. Not a bad showing from Chicago House. Giving up that goal at the end of half there does hurt quite a bit, but a lot to be happy about if you are the Chicago House squad. We'll see what kind of adjustments, if any, these teams make. As it stands right now, Ole ready to punch their ticket to the finals later tonight at 7. We're going to send you to our sponsors for a quick halftime break. On the other side, second half action. You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live. Don't go anywhere.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
match is brought to you by Jolt Creativity, Destroy the Lie, and by Ally Marketing, Let's Be Friends.
Welcome back to Lansing City Arena. We are ready for second half action. 4-1 advantage. The Grand Rapids Red, Ole Futsal. They lead the shot count 21-10. And on goal shots 12-3. A lot of the possession happening in the offensive half for Ole as Escareno makes a big save. Diaz hungry to gobble that one up and put it into the back of the net. Talked about him in the first half. We see him do that all the time. Making that extra run, that extra effort, and the chance at a deflection like that happens. Nearly got to it. Escareno got his paws on it first. Ball into the pivot for Chicago. Marroquin goes back. Montez. I go down the line. Hernandez is taken out. First foul of the half will go against Ole. Good look at that shot once again. Diaz nearly got to it. Montez puts it into Jaden Jamie. All the way to the other side, Hernandez looks into Marroquin at the pivot, trying to turn, quickly doubled. And Martinez calmly letting that one over the end line for restart from Andres Montez. Low press from Chicago. Diaz trying to turn, leaves it for Martinez. Meyer. Now Chicago the other way, 2v1. Second defender coming back, makes it there. Aiden Montez is denied by Johan Vasquez. Quick look is sent sky high from Jamie. There's that ball that just got stuck in the netting here in the arena. As Diaz brings it across half. Quickly to the other side. Pass off there. Something else you'll see from Ole, they're very willing to make an extra pass. That last opportunity, Diaz could have taken a shot. He left it for Martinez. Martinez could have taken a shot. Most teams probably would do that. Most players would probably think that, but he knew he had Crawford nearby, and he left it for, or it might have been Meyer, but he left it for another player, passing it along to just increase the opportunity of a chance. Of course, sometimes that can bite you, but that is something that Ole do very well. This attempt goes wide of the frame. Ole will stay high up the floor to press. Montez taking on Real, can't do it. 2v1 essentially here on the near side. J.R. Real wins a corner. Stat sheet very balanced for this Ole team. Says a lot about how they play and that unselfishness I was just talking about. A lot of players with 2 or 3 shots and 1 or 2 on goal, almost all the way across the board for them. If you're familiar with the FCS, you might have noticed a few names and faces that you've seen in the league, just in different jersey colors out here for Ole earlier today. Likes of Jorge Saldanas, Isaiah Meyer, Anthony Leon, Beto Espinal. joining Ole here in the National Showcase. They're looking for their second berth in a row to the final. With just over 17 to go in this one. This one called out of play. Ole to put it back in. Lyle able to keep possession, and it'll be an Ole corner. Ball was rolling, so it will be turned over to Chicago for a restart. Most of the chances from Chicago in the first half coming from quick transition opportunities or high distributions from the goalkeeper. It's one of the elements about goalkeeping that really is often missed in the game of futsal. J.R. Real, meanwhile, leading the attack here for Ole. Cesar Lyle pokes inside, gets by everybody. Ole want a touch. They are going to get one for a corner. Distribution from the hands of the goalkeeper very going to be overlooked as a shot from Marcos Real, first time from the corner, goes just wide. We'll take a short this time. Andres Montes of Ole in the goalkeeper position, about halfway up the court, helping communicate with his team, adding some energy. Foul here going against Chicago House as Marcos Real takes a tumble. And we'll get our first caution against Chicago, going to Jaden Jamie. On the turnover, Jamie stepping in there, missing the tackle, getting all the leg of Marcos Real. Two in the wall for Chicago. Three Ole players on the left side. Alayo comes up. J.R. Real takes the pick and the deflection. Nothing Escareno could really do about that. He was already going to the far post. The shot from Marcos Real, I think that came off one of the Chicago players in the wall. Take a look here. Actually, no, I think it came off of J.R. Real. I don't know if he can actually claim that as a goal, but might go down the stat book as him. So a 5-1 advantage now for Ole. Nice move from Aiden Montes to get down the line. Saldanas, physical play to keep possession. Tall task now for Chicago. 4 goals down, 13:33 to do it, and that clock will not stop. Until the game is over. Montes makes the decision to go short here. Vasquez walking it up the floor. Got Espinal up at the pivot spot. Leon to his right, he'll go that direction. Saldanas checking in. Ball comes his direction. Wants to go into the middle into some traffic. Now Anthony Leon, the pick from Saldanas, a shot. And it is wide. Scarano with the quick restart. Low press from Ole. Rafael Hernandez just behind half. Marroquin can't quite get to that one. Trying to break pressure into the pivot spot. Olay on the attack. Saldana's back post. Anthony Leone nearly on the goal line. Puts it in first time on the ball from Saldana's. Once again, a back post, easy one for Olay. Perhaps Hernandez can do something about that. Has a shot, turned aside by Montez at the near post. As it stands right now, Olay will advance to the finals later today. They will be awaiting the results of the next match, scheduled for 5:30 p.m. in about 23 minutes. At the conclusion of this match, Aurora Eagles, a new team we haven't seen in FCS until yesterday, will be taking on Lansing City for the second spot in the finals. Now here is Jamie. Shot blocked by Saldanas. Jaden Jamie still with it. And Saldana still with the good defensive play. Bates Westmanel taking on 3 Chicago defenders, loses it. Now Hernandez gets taken out by Vasquez. So a foul also going against Chicago. Take another look here. Vasquez, stepping in. So 2 apiece here now. Just over 10 to go. Last year in the showcase in a group stage game, Chicago House pushed the defending champs to the limit. They're actually just seconds away. It was about 70 seconds or so away from a victory. And they gave up 2 goals in about a matter of 30 seconds of real time or so. And Olay not only escaped a loss, but they got the victory as well. This game going much more in the favor of Olay than that one. Change at goalkeeper for Olay. As Marokin wins that one, has a shot, blocked by Mose Crawford. Here's Jaden Jamie. Over to Hernandez. Wants to go down the line. Successful. 2v2 is shot. Blocked. Marokin on the follow-up. And it's claimed by the goalkeeper. Isaiah Meyer now at the top. To Martinez. Looks down the line, right back to Meyer. He's got a run in the back post. Mose Crawford. That might have been his second touch that put it in. He hit both posts. And the slide, able to finish it. Mose Crawford puts goal number 7. You can see it right there. It was going to go out. It's a good thing he was there. He hit the post, nearly hit it again. But it's 7 up on the board for Olay with just over 7 minutes to go. Hernandez to the floor here, wanted a foul, won't get one. But the counter from Olay unsuccessful. Foul there going against Olay to be their third. Even in the shortened games, still have the accumulated foul rule, possibility of a second penalty kick. So much harder to come across in a shorter amount of time. Good play here from Aiden Montez, gets taken out. The referee says it was the ball. 2v1 the other way for Olay. Great save from Escareno. Real with a shot in the air, and Escareno takes care of it. Still with it, right around the penalty arc. Shot is blocked from J.R. Real. Vasquez can't control it. So Chicago kicking on the far side. Hernandez down the line. Wanted to find Chavez. Couldn't quite make it to him. A slide. And Hernandez on the floor. I think he's saying he felt like he was getting stepped on. Getting a little talking to from the official. You see that play that happened earlier. Looked from that angle, it looked like he maybe didn't quite get the ball there. Let's see it again. Yeah, that was a tricky one. Might have been missed there by the official. Looked like he stepped on his foot. Play continues with 4:44 on the clock. They all but surely have cemented their place in the final. That will be later today at 7 p.m. Awaiting the second semifinal match, which you see right there at the bottom right of your screen. Lansing City will be taking on the Aurora Eagles at 5:30 for a right to play what should be Olay in the finals unless something disastrous happens. They are flying the keeper right now, so empty net. And they are content. They'll just keep it here. Chicago House now stepping up in pressure. Alayo. Real trying to split. Can't do it. And a whistle here going against Real. Now Chicago House with possession. We have a whistle here off the ball. I think it was going against Olay, so is that foul number 5? Chicago trying to go quickly, but official out on the floor explaining something and was not in the right position either. So that is foul number 5, and a long-range go at goal finds Nylon. Aiden Montez puts number 2 up on the board for Chicago House. There's that look, lots of time, and it just got under the goalkeeper there. He was in a good position to stop it, just couldn't make the connection. Now the interesting thing here is you'd think in a normal match that, okay, if you're thinking of a possibility of Chicago House getting back into it, maybe the 6th foul is a way to score with time stopped to say Olay nearly scoring the back post again. But in this case, a 6 foul would not stop the clock. So even with that in play, little advantage in the grand scheme of things for Chicago. They have 2 minutes to try to create anything more they can here. Slide here, then goes Saldanas. Got it with his hand, I believe is the call, so that's going to be a 6 foul penalty. Thought that would be 6. Maybe we had that count incorrect. With a minute 20. Olay now on the attack. One minute to go now before conclusion of this first semifinal. That one's given away. Keeper's out of net, Hernandez, and it's blocked by the goalkeeper. As he was getting back, couldn't use his hands. He was outside of his area. Stepping in is Montez, no call. Olay can't believe it. It looked like a foul from here, but a shot now. Marokin, a chance to follow up. That's going to go out of play. That one out of play. Five seconds left. Olay trying to get a last one in the net. They can't. 4-0 on the clock. 7-2. They take the victory. Great effort given by the Chicago boys in white. It wasn't enough this time around. They did start off pretty strong. As time went on, Olay were able to be more suffocating in their offense and their fresh legs, bringing them to the 7-2 victory. We did see earlier, Rafa was kind of complaining about something to the referee, said something about getting stepped on. We had that play here to take a look at. Looks like he kind of came from behind and he committed the foul originally, and then he felt like he got stepped on. Of course, that was not a great foul at all. Kind of came into the back of Real, and Hernandez thought he got stepped on. I don't really see too much there, but I think that's what he was complaining about. Oh, right there, yeah, that's where it was. He stepped right on his leg on the outside. So I think that's what Hernandez was talking about. But we will play the second semifinal right after this. We're going to send you to our sponsors. Coming up after that, Lansing City taking on the Aurora Eagles for the right to play Olay in the Showcase Finals. You're watching the Futsal Champions Series National Showcase on FCS Live. Don't go anywhere.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life. Noah's dream of climbing the ladder. Or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by FCS The Shop, pure futsal only, and by the Pod Escape Room, entertainment that's good for you.
Welcome back to Lansing, Michigan. We're here right before the second semifinal. Lansing City taking on the Aurora Eagles for the right to play Ole in the showcase final at 7 p.m. Happening right now. We're going to keep you right here. Don't go anywhere. Early shot here from Aurora, forcing a save out of Ethan Castaneda. The winners of Group A in the red are the Aurora Eagles, going left to right on your screen. 2 victories, the first coming in a very exciting 5-5 draw. Going right to penalties as Ethan Castaneda has to make an important save coming out of his arc early on. Keppel bumped off the ball there, and possession won by the Eagles. Aurora coming out with that penalty kick victory over Chicago House in the first game, and then a commanding victory over Capital in the second. Brings them right here playing runners up for Group B. Lansing City losing to Ole and beating Inter Detroit. I think they only won by 1 or 2 in that match. As this shot finds the post in the back of the net. And Aurora with an early lead here, less than a minute and a half into it. Surprising. Looks like it just caught. I don't know if he went between the legs of Keppel with that shot. Castaneda not putting it away, and an early chance right off the kickoff. Spain just a little bit behind the play as Fisher sent it his direction. So an early hole for Lansing here. Yesterday they as mentioned lost to Chicago House. Inter Detroit, it was a 1-goal victory, 4-3. Goals coming from Jack Fisher, David Saltzman, Trezor Crispain, and Diego Bobadilla. Looking to get a rematch with Ole in the final in the lone full-length match of the showcase. But Aurora out to the early lead. And who else but Omar Rashidi? I believe he is the current leader in goals for this tournament coming into this match. And I think after that one, it should be, I think he's at 7 goals now, as Keppel has a shot that is blocked right out of his foot. Corner here from Lansing. Crispain sends it in. Saved by Chuvan. Sending it out. No numbers here for Aurora. A shot anyways, going well wide for Eloy. Now you're busy. Bobadilla on the floor for the first time in this match. Crispain trying to beat his defender down the line. Physical play on the recovery from Manos Chuan. Quick switch, all inside. And now a transition opportunity, 3v2. Third defender getting back for Lansing. 3v3 now. And the shot is right where it needed to be. Castaneda struggling to get back in position. And less than 4 minutes in, Aurora take the 2-0 lead. Three shots, 2 shots on goal, and 2 goals for the Aurora Eagles. The semifinal number 2 starts off very positive for this team out of the Illinois area. Actually did have a friendly against Lansing City in recent history. I think it was less than 2 weeks ago. It was not streamed, just a friendly from the Eagles. And Aurora think they get a touch here. They will get it. Busy will take it. Ball gets through, and I think his attacker on the far side, Omar Rashidi, was not expecting that one to make it through all the way to the other side. If you're new to the National Showcase, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the futsal here tonight. This is the second semifinal. There will be a final immediately following, well, not quite immediately following this game. There will be about a half-hour break or so, scheduled for 7 p.m. Olay Futsal have already made it there, 3-0 in the showcase, beating Chicago House earlier today in the semifinal. I believe that one ended 7-2. And the semifinal is a shortened format game, so a 22-minute running clock, 2 halves, no timeouts for the teams. Foul count still applies. So you see the Golden Boot leader at the bottom of your screen, Omar Rashidi. He's already got 1 goal today to have 7 and 17 total chances on frame this weekend. Number 10 for the Eagles, definitely keep your eye on him. Off the Lansing attack, counter. 1v keeper, Castaneda coming out at the top of his arc, making the save. Pacifique Daishi Mai, the one on the attack. Now off the corner. Here is Manos Chuan. Got 1 player going to the back post. He wanted him. Naya Busy couldn't quite get there. That could have been his 2nd goal of the match. Lansing desperately need something on offense. Definitely can't give up another goal right away. They look a little bit discombobulated here in the early goings. Right now on the floor, Crispane, Kleppel, Saltzman, and Jack Fisher. Castaneda wants to go long. Saltzman at the pivot. A nice touch. A little bit too far. And taken by Chuan. Stolen right back by Saltzman. Al Fisher. 1-2 with Kleppel. Can't quite keep possession. And a restart from the Eagles. Pretty even on the subs count for the Eagles, and looks like 6 for Lansing. That was the 2nd touch on the goalkeeper. If you're new to futsal, in each attacking possession, the goalkeeper may only touch the ball, have 1 possession of the ball in each possession for the team when they're in the defending half. So going back and playing your keeper, you can only do that 1 time. So the 2nd time you do it, 2nd touch, violation. Now it is a indirect free kick on the top of the arc. 4 in the wall. Kleppel went to Saltzman and it got between his legs. He's disappointed. Right there, he felt like he should have put that one on frame. Now Crispane loses it, trying to get out in transition. Eagles can't do it. Now Lansing with possession. Couple up top. A shot. Side net. Chris Payne was around. He didn't need to touch it. And Lansing City cut the deficit in half. No help coming for him. About as easy as you'd like for Kleppel. Chris Payne actually kind of had to get out of the way there. Lansing City able to get one back as that shot goes wide from Manos Chawan. Halfway through this first half, Bobadilla loses it. Omar Rashidi to put it back in. Lofting it long, not on the same page with Chawan. Right back to Lansing it goes. What's at stake tonight? A spot in the championship of the National Showcase. Planning for a 7 p.m. kickoff. Awaiting them will be Olay Futsal. Trying to go back-to-back champions of the showcase. Winning it in the inaugural year last year. Here's Nyasaba into the corner. A win, a kick in for Lansing, takes it quickly. Bobadilla now, Timblo up at the pivot. Wants to take his defender 1v1. Loses possession here, 3v2. Timblo trying to get back to even it out. Rashidi hits it wide. Couple of new faces for Lansing today. This long one goes to Bobadilla. And Chawan's able to handle it. Gets it out to Omar Rashidi. Nice touch there. Looking for a second goal. Castaneda. Not enough. Omar Rashidi. All by himself. Watch out for this man here. Really great touch. The turn and get the Megan at the very end to dodge Castaneda. Help for Lansing City, not enough as they trail by 2 now. Lansing City now trying to put some pressure on, but it could result in just another opportunity for Aurora. Nice save from Castaneda. It will be a corner. This one sent way up high, nearly over the netting. Could stack about 3 goals on top of each other, would have gone over. A couple of new faces, as I was mentioning, for Lansing City, or old faces, if you keep up with the outdoor squad in USL League 2. The Johns brothers. Stewart and Ben. Stewart on the floor right now, number 13, just had the ball before giving it to Kleppel. Kleppel trying to find Fisher. Ball's poked away before he can do anything with it. Fisher will send this one long. Chris Payne got the touch, but I don't think he was expecting it to bounce past Aishi Mai. Low press from the Eagles. Kleppel looking for 1v1. Toe poke won't get by Selemani. Lansing City corner kick. Ball inside. Now trying to get out in the break. Castaneda again, his slide is dodged. The follow-up is sent well high. Omar Rashidi leading that counter for Aurora. Now Kleppel walking it up. 3 players around him, goes to the floor. Out in transition, Castaneda takes care of it. And he'll safely clear it out over the opposite end line. Long diagonal, space here for Gentil Selemani. Kleppel in front of him, has a go, and it's wide. All right, into the pivot, Saltzman with a big touch. Physical play will go against Aurora. The first foul of the half. 6:20 to go in this running clock, first half. Fisher now into the corner, puts into play, Chawan there. Quickly transition, 3v2. This has been Aurora's game all day long. And the pass behind the attacker here on the near side, Selemani. They will reset. This is your first time joining us here on FCS Live. Welcome. We hope you enjoy the action. You're watching the National Showcase, which is the summer tournament of the Futsal Champions Series. As Fisher has a go, and it's a nice save from Sarab Chawan. Great placement from Fisher as well. Heading directly for the side netting as Bobadilla sends this one high and does indeed get above the netting behind the goal. Ball into the pivot area, Bobadilla, first one there. Second foul against Aurora. Now here's Timblow. Got nice out to his right, goes to Bobadilla. Bobadilla trying to find some space. Great defending from Selemani. Can't get it into the pivot. The other way. Boy, are they quick in transition. Shot saved by Castaneda. Four minutes to go now in the first. 2-goal advantage for Aurora Eagles. Ayasaba wins the kick-in for Lansing. Nice ball in from Timblow. Ben John's not quite in the spot he needed to be to put it away. Ben John's up at that pivot spot, played center back for Lansing City this entire USL 2 season. He's got it right here, number 19, toe poke. Unfortunately blocked by his teammate Timblow. John's able to win that one there. He'll receive it right back from Bobadilla. Couple back on the floor, he's got possession here. Wants to go inside, a little pick from Bobadilla. Now Johns, shot, looking for the near post, just a little bit wide. So a lot of chances this half coming on transition for the Eagles. And again, they'll have some numbers here. Omar Rashidi tried to take it himself. Bobadilla gets taken out. We're going to see a caution here going against Pacifique. Mayashimai. Bobadilla getting that touch away. Likely knew that contact was coming. It's the third foul on the Eagles this half. Kleppel gives it up to the double team. Rashidi can't quite keep that one in bounds. 2 minutes to go now. All into Bobadilla. Now Fisher inside Kleppel. Had to leave it for Fisher. Second effort, keeping it in the zone for Lansing. Timbla on the turn. Strike blocked at his foot. And out with 1:24 to go. Coming soon, FCS The Shop. Pure futsal only. The official match ball from Joma. You can buy all your futsal gear there. Coming very soon. FCStheshop.com. Very exciting to see that begin to come about. Creating easy access to the best futsal equipment in the world right here in the States. So we're going to have an advantage played here. And I think that's going to be there's going to be a foul called right where the ball was, but an accumulated foul earlier. So 2 fouls against Lansing City right there, 30 seconds to go. Aurora going to have to go quickly to get a chance off here. Two in the wall for Lansing. Aurora looking to extend their lead out to 3 before halftime. They do. Castaneda was upset, I think, at the wall. I think he was upset because Crispane turned. Did it go through the gap there? I think that's what he was talking about. So 4-1 going into the halftime break. Aurora with the advantage. They are eager to punch their ticket to the National Showcase Finals, which will be against Olé at 7 p.m. We're going to send you to our sponsors for a quick halftime break. If you need a snack or a drink or something, go get that. I'll be back here very soon. You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live. Don't go anywhere.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Welcome back to Lansing City Arena. Second half of the second semifinal just about to be underway. Lansing City trailing the Aurora Eagles 1-4. 2 goals coming from Omar Rashidi. He's got 8 total in this tournament. Manos Chawan adding 1, and Eloy Nayabizi adding the 4th. For Lansing, it was Jeremy Kleppel who got 1, taking a defender 1v1. Help left, and he had the far post open. He has it here, choosing to go to Fisher. First half largely dominated by Aurora in transition. That was where the majority of the chances came from. 14 shots and 8 on goal for them as Chris Spain has a go. But Lansing not far behind, 12 shots and 6 on goal. There's not coming in transition, but mostly from a half-court possession, you could say. If you're Lansing City, I think you're pretty frustrated with some of the goals you gave up. There was no doubt good play out in transition by the Eagles. Omar Rashidi had some very good individual effort as Kleppel's shot is blocked. But a goal at the end after the wall moved. And the way that the goals came about for Lansing in that transition, it's something we've seen be a struggle for them in the past. I'm sure that was something they had a chat about at halftime as this diagonal goes into Saltzman, area of Saltzman, but not quite on the same page. If you're Aurora, I think that half almost couldn't have gone any better. This man put in some good work. He had 5 saves, only 1 goal let by. And the transition game was spot on. Defending sufficient. You just want to see exactly what you did in the first in the second. Olay Futsal watching on in the corner over there, waiting to see who they will play in the final, which will be a full-length match. Right now we're in the shortened version of the showcases. Fisher's shot is blocked to follow up. Saltzman, now Fisher. 2 saves from Sarab Chawan. And I would say pretty important ones. If you're Aurora, you do not want to give up a goal in the first few minutes. You really want to maintain this lead at least to about the halfway point if you can. That will put a lot of pressure on Lansing. Off the corner, here's Kleppel, sends it to the other side, and will be a kick in for Aurora deep in their own territory. One v keeper, Castaneda takes a shot. Great save. Salamani, the one on the attack. Castaneda keeping that one out. Going into the middle, it did get all the way through. Omar, no, it wasn't Omar, it was Gentil Salamani who was in that area. Lansing City will make a couple changes here. High pressure from Aurora. Maya Saba running onto it, cleared out by Manos Chawan. Now here's Timblow. Back to goal, goes back to Kleppel. Kleppel has Nyasaba to his left, will go that direction. Timblow and Bobadilla checking into the middle. Now Kleppel. Timblow goes down the line. Gets a cross off, but was fouled. Here with 17:30 to go. Couple into the middle, a shot. I think that might have gone off of Naya Saba before it hit the back of the net. Lansing City opened up the score line in the second half. I don't know if he got out of the way or not. I thought it took a deflection before. Oh, maybe it did. Regardless, Lansing City bring the deficit to 2 now. Naya Saba off the defending chance with a shot, wins a corner. Lansing City pressing in, trying to find another one quickly here. Ben Johns, Jonah Timblow, Leon Naya Saba, and Diego Bobadilla, the 4 on for them. Ben Johns in the middle, it's blocked. Out to Chuan. Stepped up by Bobadilla, 1v2, he's going to take it himself. Good defending there. And now Castaneda once again has to come all the way out of his arc. The header on the follow-up from Salamani is wide. Salamani, Niazibi, Ayashimai, and Chuan, the 4 on the floor for Aurora. Spain on the turn. He's got 2 defenders in front of him. I'll go back to Ben Johns. Now Fisher, 1v1 into the middle. Tries to cut it back, got the Meg, but lost it. Quick feet there, the save from Castaneda, but it's not enough. Eloy Nayabizi puts one up on the board for the Eagles. Just really the speed and agility of Nayabizi. Too much, just directly taking the defender on and got enough space to put one past Castaneda, though Castaneda got a piece of it. Again, Aurora threatening that one on the outside of the frame. Omar Rashidi just missing there. Good defending from Aurora. I'll learn the keeper restart. The high press from Lansing wins one, and Fisher brought down. Surely we'll see a caution here. And we do. Take another look there. Ball given away. Really looked like a tactical foul. It would have been a 2v1. Now Kleppel going for goal, blocked by the wall. Now Fisher tried to get the diagonal. Eagles have been so quick from defense to offense and with numbers. Really been overpowering Lansing in that transition play. Kleppel now to the far post. Sarab Chawan turns it aside. Ball inside. Chris Bain on the follow-up. Not there. He'll watch this one out of play. Couple now. Off the kick in. Hit out of play. You can see there the Aurora coach and bench asking for a whistle. Fisher, first time, couldn't get all of it. Still almost bothered. The goalkeeper in the follow-up is just wide. Schwab in no hurry to get it out. Now the count starts, so he gets it out right away. Chris Spain. They'll stay with possession for Lansing. Lansing just recently pulling ahead in the shot count now with 25. Still one behind for shots on goal. Kleppel trying to leave it for Wetzel. Instead in the possession of Nyabizi. Now Fisher out in transition, 2v2. Anthony Wetzel just to keep her to beat. Good save. Fisher on the follow-up with his knee. Jack Fisher and Anthony Wetzel on the break. It was a great build-up play there. Here's Saltzman. His shot goes wide. Lansing now within 2 on the effort from Wetzel and Fisher. Pace of the game speeding up a little bit here. Intensity starting to rise as we tick under 11 minutes to go. Kleppel looking for Timblow. Just couldn't connect there. We see that pass from Fisher, the shot from Wetzel, and it indeed was a knee from Fisher. Not for a lack of effort from Omar Rashidi on the goal line trying to head it away. A 2-goal game now with 10 to play. Clock continues to run in this shortened format. Ole Futsal awaiting the victor in the showcase final. Foul here going against Aurora. That is 3 fouls for them. They will have to be careful with their foul count. In futsal, you are allowed up to 5 fouls in a half. Every foul after that results in a penalty kick from the 10-meter mark, also known as a second penalty. That's true for the 6th foul, the 7th foul, the 8th foul, and so on. They're currently at 3. Now Saltzman inside. Does Lansing City look to put this game within striking distance? Still low pressure defending from Aurora. Bobadilla with a shot, and Ben Johns just a couple of steps late. Or else he would have had a tap in there at the back post. Now a long diagonal. What's on here? First time off the bounce. Maya Shimai finds the back post. The angle not correct there for Castaneda to cover it. Omar Rashidi got the assist. 2 goals, 2 assists for Omar Rashidi. As they extend their lead back out to 3, give themselves a little more cushion here in the last 8.5. Could they make it another? Not at the moment. They do win a corner. Here's Chawan. Little scoop into the pivot spot, headed down. Nice play, ball just a little too high off the foot of Selemani. Castaneda retrieves it. Has not been his best performance today. Certainly not saying that every goal has been his fault, but I know that he has hoped for more than what he's shown so far today. He's had very, very good games in the Lansing City uniform. Last year showing tremendous growth, a young player. I think just 17 or 18 years old now. Now Chris Spain creating an opportunity. Topo to the far post, won there by Aurora. 3v2, Fisher is able to get it. Now Bobadilla 1v1, one player getting back for him. Chris Spain was waiting for the pass there. Manos Chawan got to it first. Ball given away. Here is Aurora. Only need to maintain this lead for another 6:45. All into Rashidi up with the pivot spot. Now finding Chawan, running off of him. Possession in the attacking half now. Jack Fisher stepping up in pressure for Lansing. Nearly got to it there, does win possession ultimately. Couple sends it into the middle, gets it right back. Now here's Saltzman. Looking for the diagonal, Fisher. Bumped off the ball, whistle. Aurora can't believe it. That'll be the fourth foul going against them. We'll see it again here. Ball came across. That one was definitely very close. Couple to Fisher, hits it. Off that free kick opportunity for Lansing. They'll need something very quickly here. And a lot of something as well. This ball headed away up and over the goal. And a corner for the Eagles. As it stands right now, Aurora going on to win this game. They would face Ole Futsal in the final at 7 p.m. right here on FCS Live. This one won by Lansing. Timblow, 1v3, tries to go back to Kleppel. Now down the line. Chawan hits it. Saltzman chasing it down. It's about 4 to go. Here is Kleppel. Inside, a shot. Save from Chawan. Fisher's corner right across the face of goal. Timblow. How many times have we seen that from Lansing today? A ball coming across, not quite connecting. The frustration from a Lansing player in that area. Now Kleppel spaced down the sideline, left foot strike. Just wide, no back post runner there. The potency for Aurora has been in the quick transition. They scored nearly all their goals that way as Kleppel takes one from long range. And it is a corner. Almost certainly out of reach now, but we've seen some pretty crazy things happen in the showcase. 3 goals, definitely a stretch in 3 minutes. Less than now. Especially for a running clock. Aurora here keeping possession. Patient with the way forward. Long diagonal. Running onto it. Getting there. Shot blocked. The follow-up is wide from Chawan. Original attempt from Aishi Mai. And stepping up with a hard foul is Omar Rashidi. Totally unnecessary. fifth foul. This couple takes a strike and a collision of the ball with Maeshi Mai. The officials checking on the player. We'll stop the clock here. Now calling on the take a look at that play there. Couple coming in, ramming it right into Maeshi Mai. Hopefully he's all right. So 1:55 to go here. Maeshi Mai walking off the floor here. Play resumes. 1:53 now on the break, Chawan. But Fisher with the slide. And we'll be back safely in for a restart. High press from Lansing. Bobadilla with a try. It's blocked by Shaurab. Chawan, 90 seconds left. Aurora trying to get out in transition, can't do it. All into Chris Bain, not there. A little chip, this will bounce all the way to Castaneda. Back out to Kleppel. Makes a shot, looking for the back post, not there. We take under a minute to go. And it will be the Aurora Eagles red squaring off against the Grand Rapids red of Ole Futsal in the final. An hour and 12 minutes from this moment. Actually, no, excuse me, it's scheduled for 7 p.m., so 42 minutes from right now. See them collide in the National Showcase final right here on FCS Live. 15 seconds here for Lansing to try to get an attack. They lose it. Let's be cleared out of play by Aurora. And the final 5 ticking off the clock here. Lansing might be able to get this one in. Just a touch after that. And that will be it. Aurora Eagles advance to the Futsal Champions Series National Showcase Final, where they will meet Ole Futsal, who are trying to repeat as champions like they did last year. That's coming up at 7 p.m. It'll be right here on the YouTube channel. There is a separate live video for that, so you can take a look. It's already up on the live stream schedule on our page. Planning to go live just a little bit before kickoff. So we'll see you there. And if you're not going to join us for that one, thanks for tuning in. A couple of stats here before we send you to the break. Lansing City, 33 shots, 15 on goal. Aurora, 26 and 14 on goal. Biggest stat line of the day, 2 goals, 2 assists for Omar Rashidi of Aurora Eagles. He leads the Golden Boot race, and he'll be looking to add to that total against Ole in the finals. We'll send you to our sponsors. We'll see you in the finals. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people. And the donor we need could be you.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
We're NMDP, and we're out here saving lives, relentlessly seeking donors so patients can live their dreams. Like Mia's dream of finding a match and pressing play on life, Noah's dream of climbing the ladder, or Zoe's dream of a tiny house and a giant dog. Together, we have the power to cure blood disorders like leukemia and sickle cell disease. But we need more donors, people, and the donor we need could be you.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas.